Even we Christians, we too Christians, in our own journey, in our own life's journey, we are in this state of progressing in familiarity with the Lord. The Lord, I might say, takes us by hand because He walks with us. We know that it's Him, and no one asked Him here, "Who are you?" because they knew it was the Lord. A familiarity, a daily familiarity with the Lord is that of the Christian. And certainly, they ate breakfast together with bread and fish. They certainly spoke about many things very naturally. This familiarity with the Lord, this Christian familiarity with the Lord, is always communitarian. Yes, it's intimate and personal, but it's in community. It's a familiarity without community, a familiarity without bread, a familiarity without the church, without the people, without the sacraments, is dangerous. It can become a familiarity, let's say, agnostic, a familiarity separated or detached from the people of God. The word was, I think, Gnostic, not agnostic before. Familiarity with the Lord always happens at table. This is the sign of the community, always with the sacraments, with the bread. I say this because someone made me think about the danger that this moment that we're living, this pandemic, has done that all of us communicate, even religiously, through the means of communication. Even this Mass, we're all communicating, but we're not together, spiritually together. The people gathered are few, but there's a great people. We're together, but we're not together. Even the Blessed Sacrament, today you will receive it. He's pointing to the people in front of him. But the people who are connected with us, they only have the spiritual communion. This is not the church. This is a church of a difficult situation that the Lord is allowing, but the ideal of the church is with the people and with the sacraments, always. Before Easter, when the news had gone out that I was going to celebrate Easter in St. Peter's Basilica, empty, a bishop wrote. He's a good bishop. And he rebuked me. But why don't you put at least 30 people? St. Peter's is so big, at least so people can see people. Isn't there a danger? And I thought, what does this one have in head to tell me this? I didn't understand at that moment. But because he's a good bishop and he's very close to his people, he had something that he wants to tell me, and so when I see him, I'll ask him, and then I understood. He was telling me, be careful not to virtualize or viralize the church, the sacraments, to not viralize, to not let the to not let these things go viral. The people of God, the sacraments are concrete. Yes, it's true that in this moment we need to provide this familiarity with the Lord in this way, but in order to get out of the tunnel, not in order to remain this way. And this was the familiarity of the apostles. It wasn't Gnostic, it wasn't viralized, it wasn't concentrated only on themselves. It was a concrete familiarity among the people, a familiarity with the people familiarity with Jesus in everyday life, familiarity with Jesus in the sacraments, among the people of God, in the midst of the people of God. They had been on a journey of progress in their familiarity with the Lord. Let us learn how to do this as well. From the first moment, they had understood that familiarity was different than that which they had imagined. And they had arrived here. They knew that the Lord shared everything. The community is a sacrament. The Lord is peace and our feast. May the Lord teach us this intimacy with Him, this familiarity with Him, but in the church, with the sacraments, with the holy, faithful people of God.